afternoon, yeah. Good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are to channel. Kindly subscribe and press the notification button so that anytime we be on board, you'll be among the first persons to be notified. Or anytime we upload any video, you will still be among the first persons to be notified. My people, I no fit shout again, no. It be like say our voice is going to a deaf ear, but we will not stop. Oh. We will not stop. Oh. We will continue crying, shouting for our beloved country, Nigeria, because we don't have any other one. Even though maybe we have a permit of stay in the Western world, well, anything we have here, fine. Because our country, Nigeria, our African leaders, they did not give us what we're supposed to have now in 21st century. I'm not talking about 30 years ago or 20 years ago, but I'm talking of at least even in a normal, in one of the poorest Europe country, like all this Romania, all those villages, all of them get running tap and electric light. But in Nigeria, even a big city, in a capital, they don't have light. Okay, they don't have running tap in their compound, except where you use generator to bring out water. So I'm not for that now. Here from Dino Manaye now. Nigeria has been sold out. They have sold us. They have sold Nigeria out. Buhari and Co. They have carried what they have. The money they're supposed to carry, they have carried. So the vaccine is whether you like it or not. The president of House of Rep, Femi Yagbaja Biamila, I don't know his surname, my people. They said they listen and carry. Let me hear from Dino Melaye. Hear from him. We know that Dino Menaya, maybe they said that because they drove him out, that is why he's bringing their nyash out now. But at least maybe that is how God, if not be Dino Menaya now, there are many news that will follow the year. So let us join him up and share our own broadcast too. So, I don't like it or not, say we'll toss me, call your parents at home, tell them not to take the vaccine. He's a liar. He said police will be going with them. Listen. Listen, it's a lie. My people, it's a lie, yo. The bill have been passed. They passed it yesterday, whether on Monday. Listen to Dino Melaye now. They have passed the bill. It's under must. They have to take the vaccine, my people. Yes, sir. Listen attentively to Dino Melaye celebrating.
Fellow countrymen and women, I'm here to address you once again in the course of our nation's history. I'm here to talk about a bill that has been proposed in the House of Representatives. And the bill is titled Control of Infectious Disease Bill 2020. I want to start by saying this bill is not a holy bill. This bill is satanic. This bill is not Nigeria friendly. This bill is an importation of colonial mentality. This bill can as well be christened the Bill Gates bill. The bill I've gone through and I've seen that section 19, section 30, and section 46 of the bill completely contravene the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It contravenes section 34. It contravenes the section that talks about the dignity of man. It also talks about the section that talks about our fundamental human rights, chapter 4. As I speak to us today, if you look at this bill, if we eventually pass this bill, then you will find out that we are moving to a police-controlled state. And if we can remember, section 1(3) of the Constitution says any law that is not in compliance with the provision of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria or is in conflict with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to the level of inconsistency shall be null and void. So we can see that this bill contravenes section chapter 4 of the Constitution that talks about the fundamental human rights. It also contravenes the right to liberty of human persons in Section 34. It also contravenes the provision of Section 35 that talks about the dignity of human person. If you see Section 19 of the Constitution of this bill, it says where it appears to the Director General that the holding of any meeting, gathering, or any public entertainment is likely to increase the speed of any infectious disease, the Director General may, by order, prohibit or restrict, subject to such conditions that he may think fit, for a period not exceeding 14 days, the meeting, gathering, or public entertainment in any place. Section 19.2 of the bill says an order under subsection 1 may be renewed by the Director General from time to time for such period not exceeding 14 days, as he may, by written notice, specify. 3. Any person who holds, is present at, or has been taking part in any meeting, gathering, or public entertainment in contravention of an order by the Director General under subsection 1 shall be guilty of an offense. 4. A health officer or a police officer may take any action that is necessary to give effect to an order under subsection 1. Any person who is aggrieved by any order of the Director General under subsection 1 may, within 7 days from the date of the order, appeal to the minister whose decision shall be final. Notwithstanding 4 is pending. An order made by Director General under subsection 1 shall take effect. 1. Every person on an international voyage, whether leaving or arriving in Nigeria, shall A.
My people
have
don't want to
undergone
talk,
vaccination
later,
or any other prophylaxis against all or any of the diseases as may be prescribed. B. And produce valid international certificates of vaccination or any order to any port health officer. Notwithstanding subsection 1B, a port health officer may require such person to undergo vaccination or other prophylaxis and may subject him to isolation or surveillance for such a period as the port health officer deems fit. 3. The port health officer may, in his discretion, return any person not being a citizen of Nigeria who arrives in Nigeria in contravention of subsection 1 to his place of origin on embarkation at the expense of the owner or agent of the vessel by which the person arrived in Nigeria. 4. The owner, master, or agent of any vessel shall ensure compliance with subsection 1 in respect of any person or board its vessel. Then we have section 46. Section 46 reads thus, 46.1. The parent or guardian of every child in Nigeria shall ensure that the child is vaccinated against the disease set out in the fourth schedule.
Yes, true.
That the registrar of birth and death shall immediately after the registration of the birth of a child issue the parent or guardian of the child a notice requiring the child to be vaccinated against the diseases to which this section applies. So what we have seen from this bill altogether is forceful vaccination using the instruments of the police to make sure that against individuals' will or wish, you are being vaccinated. And with such satanic bills, and it will not stand, we will fight this bill with the last drop of our blood. And we are advising Honorable Femi Gbadagbia-Mila, if he is not an agent of Bill Gates, then he should withdraw this bill immediately. God bless Nigeria. I'm Dino Melaye.
My people. Una hear so? Una hear so? My God. My God. Why they not try this thing for Europe country? You are saying now with police and everything now. Now they won't take vaccine them by force, by thunder, by force. Why? And they say they want to depopulate with too much for Africa. Make we dey advise this women, make they not see they born too much. You know, good make person carry pikin for 9 months. Then they come give her this deadly, this make it die away. Make we start to dey advise this women, they know they born too much again. Hear you? Eh? You say, well, people who don't want us to go and die, Asao, you know your who's no want why they not give up for people waiting for you. You know who's pray you there? Who is this one when they write this one so? When you say why are people against the vaccination in the first place? Who no want can go and die? Come, I don't know the country where you there. If the Western world, why they not give the vaccine when people are still dying in this Western world because of this this corona? What do you mean? What are you writing there? I mean they don't see. What are you writing there? The problem is that if to say they give this vaccine for the Western world where we dey now, we don't get problem. Now we must still be the first way to advance our people home. People are taking. Why is it almost they must help that thing to Nigeria, to Africa? Huh? You were no more better. You were no more a better more than us. Why you not put your platform to tell us more about this thing? Huh? Open your platform or explain to us what is her name again. Oluwami. Please, can you explain to us what is this vaccine about? Why are they not giving them in Europe? Why are they not giving them in America? Where thousands have died. Up till now, the people that have died in Nigeria of this corona is not even up to 200 in a month. But here in Europe country, in America, under 3 days, under a week, thousands have died. Huh? Please explain to us now so that make our mind come down. Explain to us. What is inside this vaccine? What is inside? The white woman when they say it take her for long time, the other day for long time for America. They say after 2 days she died. Have you not heard that one? The bill is not particularly for corona. Tell me who I'm waiting for. Tell me who is this vaccine for? Then it's not for corona. Because I just want to stay. I don't want to stay more. 15 minutes I will be out from here. Eh? Oluwabumi, please, can you tell us what is the bid for? Not be waiting. Dino Malaya talk so. I mean, I know they hear even the English. What Dino Malaya talk about now? There is a deadly vaccine that anybody that don't want to take it, they will use police by force to give it to him or her, to the baby. Eh? We don't even know this thing when we talk, so he will come against us in YouTube. It's against YouTube live, believe me, but I don't care. If they go carry the video, they can't come out. But as far as me, I don't talk my own. I'm not, believe me. As far as me, I don't talk my own. I share away because they also come out and because it got about that G5 where I talk about. They don't come out that video. They don't come out the video about the G5 where I still take when Dino Malaya talk when we still talk about. They don't come out our video about all this thing. They don't want us to be talking about it. Okay. So please share this video, share, let it reach the people who will reach their hand. We know now, they never pass the bill now. Our people, what type of vaccine is that? There is no vaccine yet. Okay, let me ask the president of House of Rep. He said, don't pass, and I didn't manage to talk now. And Sister Faith, go and watch it from the starting. This is the update. So, follow me. One of the one word Baseki distributed yesterday. Many people say they send that to me. They say we have to deliberate on this so that many people will call in and give their own opinion. To tell Governor Baseki, he's just as a figure, as a governor, but he's not the one that will decide for the whole Edo indigenes. Nobody have the right to decide for Edo. They bring you a governor, you bring us and see what you want to. But if the citizens, the indigenes, they don't want it, you don't have to force them. So that is where we are going now. Okay. We were all immune as children anyway, and today we are immune against many diseases. Just imagine what would have happened if we have taken polio. We have not taken polio vaccine. Sister Lukwobami, that we know. But that before they bring it to that for us in Nigeria to take me, I remember, even when they give us that time, they'll give you the names a big O of so come out for many people hand today now. When they for take that vaccine, big O come out we cut to so. We know about that one. But that one it was already tested. It's already tested in the Western world before they can come give us for Nigeria, so they won't give us. Why they not test this thing for here first? Eh? Why they not test that for here? For that is the question we all are asking. What did the Italian call Africa? What did they so urgent they should go and give it to them in Africa? Eh? Eh? What is so urgent? When they don't exercise patience, make everywhere don't cool small. Why people say they won't go give her now that much to Africa people? That is just the question everybody is asking. Lockdown there for Nigeria for the past a month now. They are not distributing food. They give one cup of rice to a family of 10. But Obaseki yesterday was number one to come and welcome the Chinese talks of mask. Person when no eat, you can put mask. Did he tell me? Huh? And Sister Lubu said the beat stated disease. This includes any infection, disease, polio, and the oh my God. What did they want do? What did concern the vaccine when they told us we polio don't do already? We don't get them already. Anything when me and you take when we small, it's already in Nigeria. And now the one carry this one when they carry come. So what did concern us concern that one? Eh? And they want to even to nominate the vaccine now under the name of Bill Gates vaccine. They want to call the name of the vaccine under Bill Gates vaccine in Nigeria, not in other country. The vaccine they are trying in UK is from Italy and UK. And the first doctor that tested it is okay, and they have used it for many people now. Okay, for many people, but there are still many people dying in Italy. On Thursday, they registered almost 500 again. I think now 3 days ago, 24 hours ago, there come be 300. People are still dying. Okay. Okay, this is standard. So the one where they don't find out now. This one is for okay. Maybe it is early by September. But this one where they don't say don't carry reach Nigeria now. We are in May now. I will never know where they for even bring out that vaccine. Where the whole world don't know about. Now only for Africa now they don't say that vaccine go for work now. Huh? Okay, my people. Now this one me I can't tell you now. I beg. Wanna listen very well to this backyard. This will be waiting they talk for backyard again, no. Okay. Because say they showed them masks yesterday. No be only masks they carry enter that those state to make una remember. I go bring many of the videos where they even show now say some of them will come as a doctor, they are home military. Some of the Chinese people that came as a doctor to African country, they are military, they are not doctors. So those ones, they know the year go and come. They even was the past Boko Haram. We see the way where they deal with their people for China. China is not where you fit talk. So they don't carry the gold Nigeria, let me they train our own. Join the one where they don't fit train. I say. Okay, my people, see you guys later by 9 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, eh? We have a lot to discuss. Okay, now, ciao, bye.